back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win.
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Josh Jones in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Haywood!
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
54 Mike. Watch the run.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
There we go. Back man. 180. Two top.
Wentz gonna throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Go. 180. 54. You never read.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Here we go. 280. Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Elliott is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. To get away, but could not.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On play action, now Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Sproles. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Right there. Hey, Forrest, don't go!
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on.
And got his man complete. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
1st down, Philadelphia.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Brings up third down.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And down he goes. Preston Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Everyone got 4 down. Great 15. Great 15.
To throw is Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
319. Check 53 flight. Watch, slip it down.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Sproles, the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Sproles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 23-yard run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike, 18. Mike, back north. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Get 300, get 300. Look again.
Rodgers then on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Jones has it. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Hey, take 26.
57.
Rodgers again now. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, great. Let's find two.
Now it's Sproles. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
5-9.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Out, 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 out. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. Jump out. It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check me out. Check. Check. Go. Bring it to you.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't quite pick it. No interceptions so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 3. 26. Zoom. Back north. Over.
Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 50.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
319. Alert 3.
They'll go again to Jones. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
That's another Packers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The play lost a yard.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Here we go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done,